jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Holds out with the block. Picks up the counter. A super art? The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 1, they were right to be on guard there. Knockdown and player 2, it charges forward. Not much life difference, brushes that off and keeps going. Superb reactions on display. Oh man, knocked him out of the air. Flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. No good up high. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. This is a real back and forth match for them. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Taking stock. Will this super art connect? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Very critical point of the match. Smart play to stop the opponent there. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Their spacing is so on point. But who's gonna blink first? Player 2 KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball. Gets the jump in. Gets the parry in. And adds some pressure. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Juri won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 setting. What now? Player 1 can't use any drive. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Next, the counter. Barely blocks the jump in. Dragon Last Flame cooks them up good. Uses their drive gauge. Reads the jump in perfectly. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Not wasting any time spent. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
That felt good, didn't it? What a
Carried to the corner. Turns out. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape.
so down.
Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Knocks them out of the air. Hits them with a stop and buy. Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Denies the attack and... Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Still slugging it out here. Can't tech the throw. Takes a trip. Checks him with the projectile. Decides to buff up while they can. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. What a clutch side kick. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump. Big throws. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could... Perfect execution with the anti-air. it out at this range. Turns out, player 1 can't use any raw super art incoming. Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Sit down! Shut up!
Closes it out.
Final round.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Throws him. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 has the sets up with the jump in. Both absolute clutch plus anti-air. Reversal. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Ooh, what a smart blow. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. This is gonna hurt. Turns out. Reads the jump in perfectly. They are done. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A jump in? Jumps? Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Below heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Decides to buff up while they can. Neither of them willing to back off here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A grade 4 jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps up. Gets the jump in. Goes for the jump in. They're going for the super art. Goes for the Sakai Fuazan. Vintage Juri. Can they keep on him? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the anti-air in the clutch. Player connects with the 10th inning. Barely blocks the jump in. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Zones with the fireball. This can lead to some big damage. Goes for the super art early to try and establish throws him. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? They're sitting on a full super art gauge now. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Their back sets up with the jump in. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player 2 with the perfect execution with the anti-air. Ending the figure and whips. They're wide open. They both decide to ease the tension and back off. The immaculate counter. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with medium kick. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Throws him down. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. Gets the knockdown, and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Big, low, reaching heavy. Won't play no game. Says no with the overdrive 10th inning. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown and who will capitalize and finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Barely blocks the jump in. Pops him with a shorty. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big throws. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. That's the counter. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Jumps up. grabs and throws him away. What'll happen here? The drive impact doesn't work.
Settle down.
Closes with the throw, hitting him with the smart stuff.
Juri,
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? The jump-in is denied. Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The throw misses. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. They were right to be on guard there. That's some big juicy damage on, and that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Pops him with a Shoryu. Checks him with the projectile. Shoryu can. Medium kick hits. Flashes him. Checks with a medium kick. Jumps. Side switch in the court. They're going for the super art. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is dominating this match. Oh, they're in the corner now. This can lead to some big damage. This Dragon Lock KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
final round. Fight!
Player 1 is Mount, sets up with the jump-in. Manages to block the jump-in attack. This may be knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump-in out of here. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Back, this can lead to some big damage. What now? All the throw connects. And whips, they're wide open. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Reads the jump-in perfectly. A real test of nerves here. Perfect, and it is over. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They're laying into each other. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Lots of aggression from both sides. Coming through. Taking stock. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Medium kick hit. Still slugging it out at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. Perfect parry. How will they follow up? Player 1 won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive tendon. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. This is gonna hurt. This Dragon Lock flame could KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Player 1, cross-up attack. Sets up with the jump-in. Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump-in out of here. Jumps, super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Excellent read, throws them. Both sides getting ready. Gets the counter hit. What are they gonna do? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Turns out, I can't believe it. Player 1, putting it all on the line. It is over. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.